When light from a distant source, such as the sun, it strikes a collection of water drops, such as rain, spray, or fog, a rainbow may appear. Okay, wow, there's a lot going on in the sentence in terms of the structure of it. As I read it, you can probably tell something doesn't sound quite right. So let's break it down and figure out what's going on. So we start out with when light from a distant source, such as the sun. So this part refers to the distant source, right? A kind of source, such as the sun, as an example of that source. So for now, we can actually cross this out. Since it's between commas, we can ignore this and see how the sentence reads. When light from a distant source, it strikes a collection. Now, wait a minute. We already have a noun, light from a distant source. Why then do we throw this pronoun in here? Not good. So we probably just want to get rid of this pronoun. And notice then we're going to have our dependent clause. When light from a distant source strikes a collection of water drops, such as rain, spray, or fog, a rainbow may appear. Right here is actually the independent clause of the sentence. The main sentence. This first part, all of this, is our dependent clause, right? It's what is dependent on the independent clause. You can imagine, again, we can get rid of the such as phrase if that's too complex, because it's just giving an example of the collection of water drops. And the sentence would read, when light from a distant source strikes a collection of water drops, a rainbow may appear. Perfect. So get rid of A. We want to keep such as the sun. And if we look at D, D is the choice that keeps such as the sun and then just gets rid of the it. Remember, on these questions, most of the time, the answer is going to be the choice that makes the fewest necessary changes. So D looks good. And just looking at the other choices, like the sun striking, no, that would make a fragment. C would make a fragment. E is good, but then we have like the suns. The sun's what? Not quite clear what that's referring to. So the choice here is going to be D.